Hey there! Are you tired of seeing hundreds of core exercises on YouTube and thinking, which ones should I actually be doing? Well, here's the thing, you don't need all of them. In fact, I'm about to show you the only 3 core exercises you'll ever need. And not only that, I'm going to teach you beginner, intermediate, and advanced variations of each exercise. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to build a rock-solid core without overcomplicating things. So, here's the deal. There's an overwhelming amount of core exercises out there. If you're like most people, you've probably tried dozens of them, and yet, your core might still feel weak or unstable. That's because many of those exercises only target certain areas of the core, and some even do more harm than good if you're not careful. For example, exercises like traditional crunches and sit-ups, while popular, often lead to overextending and overflexing the spine. This puts unnecessary pressure on the discs in your back and can even cause nerve damage, leading to lower back pain. Ouch, right? Another issue is that many core exercises focus only on forward and backward movement. This is called the sagittal plane, and while it's important, it's not the full picture. To truly strengthen your core, you need to train it in 3 planes of motion: sagittal, lateral side to side, and transverse rotational. If you're only working in the sagittal plane, you're neglecting key muscles in your side and back. Those muscles are just as important for trunk stability, reducing back pain, and improving your overall strength. So, what's the solution? Well, we're going to fix that today by focusing on 3 core exercises that target all 3 planes of motion. I'm going to break it down for you into 3 core exercises that will hit all those crucial areas. These exercises will target your front, sides, and back to give you a well-rounded, functional core. Plus, I'm going to show you variations for beginners, intermediates, and advanced folks so that no matter where you're starting, you can get stronger. And guess what? You only need these 3 exercises. Practice them 3 times a week and you'll be good to go. Alright, let's dive into the first exercise. This one's going to focus on strengthening your core in the sagittal plane, and it's way more effective than those traditional crunches and sit-ups that most people do. 1. Reverse crunch sagittal plane. Beginner. The reverse crunch is a game changer. Here's how you do it. Start by lying flat on your back. Press your lower back into the ground as firmly as you can. This is crucial. Your lower back should not lift off the ground, so make sure you can't slide your fingers underneath it. This keeps your spine safe and protected. Now, lift both your knees towards your chest and gently tap your heels on the floor before coming back up. Inhale as you lower your feet and exhale as you come back up. This movement keeps your core engaged without putting too much strain on your back. If you can do this for a minute without lifting your lower back off the ground and it feels good, you can move to the next level. 2. Lying leg raise sagittal plane. Intermediate. Now, let's kick it up a notch with the lying leg raise. Lie down the same way with your lower back pressing into the floor. This time, extend your legs and squeeze them together. Keep your toes pointed and your palms facing up. Slowly lower your legs down without letting your lower back lift off the floor. Inhale as you lower the legs and exhale as you bring them back up. Focus on squeezing your thighs towards your body to activate your core. This one really hits the lower abs, so it's great for targeting that area. If you've got the hang of the lying leg raise with good form, let's move to the final variation in this category. 3. V-up sagittal plane. Advanced. Now, this one's an advanced move, but trust me, it's worth it. The V-up will take your core strength to the next level. Start in a hollow position with your legs extended and your arms overhead. Now explode up, lifting your torso and legs off the ground at the same time. Try to reach for your toes and find a brief moment of balance at the top. As you come down, keep your lower back pressed into the ground and repeat the motion. This will hit your upper abs, lower abs, and even your hip flexors. It's a fantastic all-around move for sagittal plane core training. Now, we've covered the sagittal plane, but let's move on to the lateral plane, which is all about strengthening the sides of your core. 4. High chair side plank lateral plane. Beginner. For this variation, you're going to use a sturdy chair. Set your feet together and place one hand on the chair. Now think about creating a straight line from your ankles all the way through to the top of your head. The key here is not to push your arm up to hold the position. Instead, pull down with your arm like you're trying to drag the chair towards your thighs. This engages the muscles under your armpits and along your sides. Hold this position for 30 to 60 seconds while maintaining that tension. You'll feel your obliques, those muscles on the side of your abdomen, really working here. It's an awesome way to build a stronger, more stable trunk. 5. Kneeling side plank lateral plane. Intermediate. If you're comfortable with the high chair side plank, let's level it up to the kneeling side plank. This time, bring your knees on top of each other and lift your hips towards the sky. Open your knees slightly to engage the muscles on the outside of your hips. Again, focus on pulling your shoulder blade down and towards your ribs to really activate those muscles. Hold this for 30 to 60 seconds while breathing deeply and keeping that side of your core engaged. 6. Full side plank lateral plane. Advanced. Now, for the advanced version, we're going to go for a full side plank. Stack your feet on top of each other and keep a straight line from your head to your heels. As always, rotate your shoulders so that your fingers point away from you, and engage your lat muscles by pulling your shoulder blade towards your ribs. This is going to strengthen your lateral core even more. Hold it for 60 seconds on each side, and you'll feel those obliques and stabilizers working like crazy. Lastly, we're going to move on to the transverse or rotational plane. This is where things get really interesting because you're going to work on controlling rotational movement without risking injury. 7. Marching mountain climbers transverse plane. Beginner. For this move, start in a plank position with your body in a straight line. Keep your hips level and engage your core. Instead of just moving forward and backward, focus on resisting rotation as you march one leg forward at a time. This move works your core by challenging your stability and resistance to rotational forces. It's a great intro to transverse plane training without putting your lower back at risk. 8. Sit-outs transverse plane. Intermediate. Next, we have the sit-out, which is another fantastic move for rotational core training. From a plank position, you're going to lift one hand off the ground and rotate your body to the side, bringing one leg underneath your body. It's like a hybrid between a mountain climber and a side plank. This move really challenges your ability to control rotation and keep your core engaged. The more controlled and smooth your movement is, the more effective it will be. 9. Rotational plank transverse plane. Advanced. Finally, the rotational plank is an advanced move that will really fire up your core. Start in a high plank position. Then, rotate your body to one side and extend your arm upwards. Hold for a moment, then return to the starting position and rotate to the other side. This move helps build rotational strength and control without putting your spine at risk. It's perfect for strengthening the transverse plane while improving your overall core stability. So, there you have it, the only 3 core exercises you'll ever need. You've got beginner, intermediate, and advanced variations to work with, and now you know how to target every angle of your core. Remember, consistency is key. Practice these exercises 3 times a week, and soon enough, you'll have a stronger, more stable core. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Simple Workout Space, and share this with your friends who could use a little core love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay strong and keep crushing it.